Hi, I'm Hazel, and you are about to understand the heck out of this boss. This video is all about the Garothi fight on normal and heroic difficulty. This guy alternates back and forth between two phases. In phase 1, you fight him, and in phase 2, you fight his war machine constructions. We start in phase 1, where you fight Garothi directly in his hot tub. Perching Strike is our tank mechanic of the day. It does damage in a 5-yard radius, so the tank is gonna need some personal space. If you're not a tank and you get clipped by this, you are going to die and it's going to be your fault. Tanks should be careful not to take a second one while you still have the 20-second debuff it leaves, because that will ruin your life. Reverberating Strike spawns these pretty orange crystals. Those will pulse for AoE damage every time another Reverberating Strike goes out, so give them some space. Diabolic Bomb is kinda like a cross between Garrosh's Iron Star and those cat toys that have the rolling ball in a little ring track. They roll around the ring, explode when touched, and they don't despawn until exploded. They'll do less damage if they're further away when popped, so when the raid has stable health, someone can go poke it on the far side of the ring. If you eat it near the raid stack, you're going to have some very angry healers, so keep an eye out. Ruiner is a big fell green garden hose that he'll channel and swing around like a clock hand. It's slow and easy to avoid, and if you don't avoid it, you're just done. He'll point his arm at while doing a pretty long cast time before it starts, so you have time to move into a safe place and get ready to run. When Garothi reaches 100 energy, he'll swap into phase 2. He takes 99% less damage and starts building war mechs in the construction base off the main ring. On normal, you'll get 2 mechs, and on heroic, you'll get 3. The goal of this phase is to kill those ASAP so that we can go back to beating on Garothi. They start with 30 stacks of initializing and lose 1 stack per second. You want to pop cooldowns early to take advantage of the extra damage they'll take. Once initializing is gone, they get to move around and use their special mechanics. Phase 2 continues until every mech is dead. When they die, feedback overload will deal damage directly to the boss. Split the raid into groups and send them to deal with each robot. On normal, it's an easy 50-50 split, while on heroic you can choose between doing 50-50 and deal with one after, or split into 3 groups to whittle them all down at once. When Perching Protocol starts, everyone needs to evacuate the construction base immediately before they get locked in and burned to death. During this phase, Apocalypse Blast will be raining down dodgeable damage swirls, so watch your feet. Flames of the Forge will be cooking everyone for unavoidable raid damage, so healers will have their hands full. Each of the 3 potential robots is color-coded and named, which tells you which mechanic it will have once it finds its legs. The green Garothi Annihilator gets Annihilation Blasts, spawning green circles which need to be soaked by 1 player each. Putting more players in them won't help, so don't do that, just make sure that they're all covered. The ring will become hollow when someone is in it, making it easier to find the empty ones. The red Garothi Decimator will cast Decimation. That's a big red circle that explodes after 5 seconds. If you get the big red circle, run out of the group. This is not a sharing circle. The purpley blue Garothi Demolisher will cast Demolish. That marks several players with void energy that they need to share with some unmarked friends. The damage will split within 10 yards, but leaves a shadow damage debuff, so stack with 2 clean players only, or 1 if you both have survival cooldowns. If you have the debuff, you should not help soak unless you have an immunity, so everyone will need to pitch in. When all the robots are dead, you're back into phase 1 and he starts building energy again. The only difference that I found between heroic and normal Garothi was the 2 versus 3 robots in phase 2. Everything else seems to work the same, which should make for an easier transition into heroic. So that is Garothi in Antorus the Burning Throne. If this video helped you feel any smarter, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Check out my channel and subscribe for more raid guides and other useful WoW videos. Thanks for watching, have fun with the robots, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.